Hello guys, Vera Volta here again. Today we're going to react to the newest Caleb Hammer video called Punk Ass Brat Runs from Repo Man, which is actually the name of a very, very interesting musical as well. I think that has like Saw-like violence. It's it's interesting if you're into that.
You guys were purposely dodging the repo man.
Yeah, we were.
Well,
Okay.
you know how this works.
Nope.
They're gonna sell it for what they can, and then you still owe the rest. Yeah, dude, this doesn't go
Wait,
away.
you're surprised?
That's actually news to me.
What?
The cost is so low.
I think I'm just scared of, I don't know.
What?
Work?
I guess so.
Oh
Pay
God,
your bills like an adult.
this is gonna be
My
bad.
name is Isabella.
This is gonna be
I'm
really, really
21.
bad.
I'm from Houston, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
So, what do you do for a living in Houston?
Okay. Right now, I work front desk at a Pure Bar.
Okay.
Pure Bar.
Yeah, it's
What
a
is that?
fitness studio.
Oh,
Mostly for,
okay.
like,
It's a bar.
yeah, like a ballet bar. How you like?
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not even
Oh, okay.
dance really.
But
That's
you do
weird.
the bar. You do that?
Yeah, I just work front desk. I don't teach
Oh,
or anything.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. And how
Interesting.
much are we making doing that job?
$12 an hour.
Oh,
I work about like 15 hours a week, maybe. So
How are you?
that's
I mean,
low.
this explains the first document. Okay, well, we'll get into that in a second. How are you surviving on that?
I'm not. I'm really not.
Then what are you doing? What are we doing in general?
Have you picked up other
Like,
jobs?
what is happening?
Okay, well,
Or Uber or
I-
something?
most of that money kind of just goes to food. I don't pay for groceries
Oh,
most of
God.
the time. I pay for like picking up groceries or like if we need
Uh-huh.
like something in the house. But my mom mostly pays for groceries. Whenever
Oh,
we go.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so you live with your mom.
Yeah, I live with my mom and my brother.
Okay, so not too bad,
This
I guess.
car is 100 days delinquent.
Oh,
How'd you even?
So
How does that, like, you're not even paying. But remind me your hourly rate because I didn't write it down.
$12 an hour.
Okay.
holy cow.
First of all, that has to be pretty low for the Houston area in general. Because even
Mhm.
like I just looked up the median. Like I gathered a bunch of information for the Austin
Yeah.
area. I know Austin's a little more expensive. The pay is a little higher here, but the median
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
all the lowest wages I could find in Austin was like $19 an hour for like the
me see, I can
McDonald's
remember.
and cilantro and
Right.
places that are
Something.
just like food service.
Right.
It's the median lowest. A couple be lower, a couple be higher. Median. $12 an hour. Okay,
It's
because
very,
you
very
wanted
low,
to work
yeah.
in this industry, or else you could be making 15, 16, 17, 18,
Yeah.
doing something else, and more than 15 hours a week, and your car is 100 days delinquent.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
car-
taken from you like any time.
It did
Wait.
on the 4th of July.
Okay.
What?
How'd you even get here? Them?
Is this
yeah.
a different car?
Yeah.
Oh, your friends. That's why they're here, because your friends. Okay.
Okay,
Your
it's a
car's
different
repoed right
car, I
now.
guess.
Yeah, and I can't afford to
Oh,
get out
me.
of the repo because it was like
Oh my
I think June was
gosh.
the 4th month plus
Is it the payment that is due here to get it back, or have they come to some kind of agreement?
there was some. I wasn't even there for the phone call. My mom called them and
Huh.
they
Okay.
told her
Because you're not an adult.
Yeah.
apparently. Well, you
And-
can't be on the phone call for your own.
I didn't
I
even
thought your
Uh,
mom take care of
I didn't
everything.
even know she called them yet, honestly,
What do you-
until
Huh.
she let me know when I woke up the next day and my car was, or when we woke up on the 5th because no one was open.
Why haven't you
on the
been
4th.
paying your
Huh.
payment? Why haven't you been working? Why haven't you been bringing in money? Why haven't you been doing any basic responsibilities? You took out
Yeah.
the loan.
Right.
Let's see. What's the
Honestly,
excuse?
when we got the car, I thought it was gonna be like a-okay, and my mom was like,
Why?
"Oh, just give me like $100 every month, and like that'll be like your
mom?
payment." Yeah,
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Why would
wait,
you
the
give your
mom's
mom?
paying
my
for
mom
it? And then the mom
co-signed on the
can't?
car.
Well, why would you give money to her and then she makes the rest or something?
Yeah, that was like
And?
our
Then what
argument.
happened?
Not very
How
well.
long have you had this? When did you get the car?
In 2022 September, I was
So for
after a
2
wreck.
years you did it.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
Almost,
what is
barely.
happening now?
I feel like we were behind like the whole time, and it was
Then
just a
why
game
did
of
you get
catch
that
up.
What is
car?
this car?
It's
What even
a
is it?
it's a 2020 Nissan Altima.
Nissan Altimas. Oh, that was one of my first cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is only my second
Aren't
car,
those,
so I
like,
feel like
pretty
I'm doing okay
unreliable?
for like.
What are you talking about doing? Okay, you just got your second car repo. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Well, my first car was wrecked, so I had to get the second car.
Was it
Oh,
wrecked because of
God.
you or someone else?
No, it actually was not my
Okay,
fault.
so I'd say the second
Okay.
one's worse then because you lost it.
Yeah, and the
'Cause
first
you're
one
not
didn't
an
even have a
adult
note.
who
So
was able to pay bills or have any
Like
basic
the first one, what?
responsibility.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't
for
have any
sure.
like due on it?
I thought it would
wouldn't
be okay.
blame you for having a wreck that wasn't your fault.
Right.
So I think the second one's worse.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I didn't honestly understand how like steep it would be.
Steep what would be?
Like the
car
interest
note,
rates and
because I
stuff,
never
or-
my first car note I didn't have one for my first car. It was a cash
Okay.
car, so I didn't have to worry about that. I just had to pay for insurance. But since
Yeah,
the
that's
car
ideal.
note, my car note was $591 something a month. I don't even make
Whoa,
that
but
in a
wait.
paycheck.
I was gonna
Wait,
say.
what?
What even hits your?
Why did you get that car?
Income that came in, payroll, $532. $532.
Oh,
You make nothing.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
even enough to
that's-
do my car
Whoa,
note.
whoa, whoa.
that's insane.
You make nothing. How are you? It's because you live at home and your parents get groceries. But even this car,
Yeah, pretty bad.
that's up.
Yeah.
2020 Nissan Altima. I think that's past when their transmissions used to just go absolutely insanity.
Yep. And we had to replace the transmission too. Like,
Wait, what do you
Oh,
mean you don't
come on.
know, like, if there's any kind of agreement to get it back, some kind of price agreement, or if it's this, because your
Well-
mom had the phone call on the 6th, you said? She had
on the
phone call?
5th,
Oh, she had the phone call on the 5th.
because the car
Yeah,
got repoed on the
congratulations, it's
4th.
the 12th.
Yeah.
So, how have you not asked your mom?
So,
You depend on her for everything
oh my
else.
gosh.
Can I ask her a question?
well, yeah, she told me that the car was gonna be like $3,100 to get it out of repo, and we couldn't
so
refinance
it is the payment due.
Yeah, and we
Oy.
couldn't refinance it either, so we still have to pay like
Well,
the $600. So
What are you
we
talking about,
literally
$600 million?
we just
Ugh.
went to the lot and just got my stuff out the car, and they're just gonna do whatever they want with the car because we
Well, you know how
can't-
this works.
Okay, then.
No.
They're gonna sell it for what they can, and then you still owe the rest. Yeah, dude, this doesn't
Oh,
go
you're
away.
surprised?
What, you think this is some magical thing?
Yeah.
Can we look up what a used 2020 Nissan Altima is? Just do like basic across the board.
That's actually news to me.
Oh, come
I did not
on.
know that. Because I was like, oh, we can just take the money that we were, or like save up the money we were gonna pay and just fix my mom's truck
You
and use
kidding
that.
me?
Oh,
That
come
was like
on.
the plan. I honestly did not know that it would still have to get paid. Like I guess like the 3,000.
Oh, come on.
I had no idea
Wow.
until literally just now. That's crazy.
So here's how the
I
process
mean,
works
you're
in
still
general. It's just a
liable for the
normal, just
what you owe
regular,
them.
Out of the gate process.
Right.
Do the sale of the car. They'll sell the repossessed car, usually at an auction, to recover some of the money owed on your loan. The proceeds from the sale are applied to your outstanding loan balance. However, cars sold at auction often sell for less than the market value, obviously.
Yeah.
And the amount may not cover the entire loan balance, which is what I was telling you in terms of you will still owe things. The sale price of the car is less than what you owe on the loan. The remaining amount is called a deficiency balance. You are still responsible
sense.
for paying this deficiency balance to the lender. Collection of deficiency. The lender will usually contact you to arrange payment of the deficiency balance. If you are unable to pay, they may turn the debt over to a collection agency, which yeah,
Okay, makes
or
sense.
take legal action
Yeah.
because they are entitled to, but just sometimes they don't because it's expensive to go through. Might
Fair,
not always make
yeah.
sense, and obviously the credit.
Right.
And yeah, again, they can come after you for legal. They could sue you. They win the lawsuit. They can potentially
Yeah.
garnish your wages or place a lien on your
Wow,
assets. I
yeah.
don't think you have other assets. Oh, that's not true. Your mom co-signed on it.
Oh yeah,
They
she
could
did.
go
Oh.
after her. This
Yeah.
could your mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's even worse.
Probably if we don't pay, I guess what we have to pay now or whatever.
We're
is
still
left.
getting a value of a used version on your car based on the detail. We took a moment and we got some details of the car.
Yeah.
And again, at auction, they are typically sold less.
Mhm.
So you're still going to owe. Okay. Let me just get some basic
I
information
wanna
here.
see this
so the
car
car
loan.
itself.
Cook Unity is a direct-to-chef
Ah,
marketplace.
Come on.
Choose from hundreds of weekly
Give me the
menu
numbers.
items.
Be gone. There we go.
The remaining loan on this 2020 Nissan Altima. What was the normal minimum monthly payment?
$591 and some change.
That is so high,
Say $592 then.
considering her income.
And you owe Kill me. I mean, for your income, this is insane. Were you ever making more than this? And you got a $25,000 loan. No, you got a bigger loan than that, but it's currently at $25,171. That's insane.
Yeah.
Why'd your mom even agree to support this?
I honestly was following her the whole time.
Yeah, it kind
because,
of
I
did
mean, I
sound like
never
it was
bought
her
a
idea,
before.
I guess.
I
At least
mean,
based on
like
how she set it
legitimately
up.
just in the would we, when she sits down and thinks about her financial situation, she's like, we're poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
This is not usually the people I follow. For example, she's your mom. I'm not saying don't follow your mom's guidance on different things. She might be very knowledgeable in a lot of things, but usually if someone is not doing very well in a specific area, that's not the person we follow. But again, I understand the relationship.
Very true.
I understand that can get difficult and it can get complicated. But she was just leading this whole charge?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I just kind of trusted her. She bought me my first car too, but I mean, I guess it was less like bank responsibility because it was just bought with cash.
Yeah, how much?
Yeah, why couldn't you do the
like
cash again?
$8,000. It
So I
was a
guess didn't save
2008
up.
Mazda 3. And she got it in New Mexico because she's a travel nurse.
Why did you guys decide to get this? What was the logic behind this? Because this is insane for your situation. Literally insane.
Yeah.
And then she's failing. So she said, give me $100 and she'll take care of the other $500.
Yeah.
Why'd she start failing to do this? Again, that's also why I asked if she considered herself poor. Because also, once you just consider yourself poor, you're all of a sudden in the victim mentality of just the never-ending cycle of it as well.
Very true, actually. It's kind of like the victim mentality thing.
Acknowledge when you're poor, you're just like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, guys, I'm everything's just
right.
So because of that, it's just like, I wouldn't trust her to make a $500 payment usually in that kind of mindset. So, what happened?
Honestly, I thought about that too because there's been like other financial stuff where it was kind of like, you know, just kind of trust me and we'll figure it out. And I'm like, okay, maybe. But
I wonder. This one feels like it almost feels like one of those couple audit thing or ones that should have been a couples audit where they're like a married person will come on and it's just them talking about the couple's finances, but it's just one person by themselves. It kind of feels like that here, except it's her mom. But I feel like we're missing like a lot of information because of this, or it's going to be a lot less helpful because she relies on her mom so much, and it seems like the mom might need the advice herself. So it sounds like she didn't bring her along. So maybe this will be another one where Caleb calls them. We'll see.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't even know. I really was just following her
your
like the whole
relationship
time.
with your mom?
I think it's okay. It's some rough patches.
Just okay?
But, like, it's okay.
She said she would take care of this. I'm not saying she's morally responsible to, but she actually is because she co-signed on it. So it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But well, at least legally responsible.
Yeah.
Well, she did kind of agree to something, and because she didn't do it, you're getting free off a car. How are you getting places right now? The last week and a half.
Well, the last week I've been at home because of the hurricane just hit Houston, so nothing's really been happening. I'm also like I am like a active dancer, so I'm on a team at a studio nearby. And
how do you get there?
Well, I would drive there, but I haven't been there since.
Okay.
So with the dancing thing, does she have to like pay to do that, or is there any way to make some money with the dancing thing?
I need to get there.
Well, I live like 5 minutes nearby.
Okay,
so I was
you're gonna
like,
walk or bike or
yeah, like if I have to walk, I'll walk.
Maybe that would have
I
been
could,
better than
text
getting a
like,
car.
Hey guys, someone come scoop me. And hope I just don't want to overuse that kindness, but maybe they'll give me rides, or if anything, I can like.
I feel like it might have been better to, if it is really that close, and she lives with her mom anyway, and the mom gets the groceries and stuff. I don't know if she really needed the car, and maybe could have just, I don't know, grinded a bit until she was able to save up for a new car, or at least more of a down payment to make this easier. I don't know, but it's hard to do with her income just because it's so low, like ridiculously low. And then, but she wouldn't be able to do Uber or anything because she wouldn't have a car. So what other like side work could she do? I guess maybe she'd have to do like something online or a remote like call center thing. I don't know.
Lyft, it's like a $5 ride, but
It's still there is still a part though here that is just kind of unacceptable.
right.
Why are you allowing yourself to work at $12 an hour for 15 hours a week when you have nothing but free time on your hands and allow yourself to be so far behind on a car payment that it
Yeah.
gets taken? Like, you did that.
Fair enough, I guess.
Why are you allowing that? That's the actions of a child. Child, you're not a child. You've been in adulthood for a few years. You're not a child. Why acting like a child?
I just was like, I don't want to don't have a job.
I don't wanna, what?
What?
I don't want
And
to don't have a job.
Yeah,
What is
or
I don't wanna don't have a job?
What
I
does
don't
that
want
mean?
to be unemployed. I don't want to not have a job.
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about? Why
so?
don't
If
you
I were
work
to,
more?
I don't get the hours.
You get a different job. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
I can't. Well, I can. I think I'm just scared of. I don't know.
You do realize
Work? Like existing?
you do realize it's not like telling you to like quit your job and look for another job. He's saying to look for a job while you're working until you can get a better job. He's not saying to like, oh, quit this one.
I guess so. I don't. I want to find something more
What are you like cradled?
lucrative.
Lucrative.
well,
You're making
yeah.
$10 an hour, 15 hours a week. What are you talking about? You know what's more than that? $13 an hour, $14
Yeah.
an hour, $15 an hour.
Yeah.
What are you? You're waiting for $500 an hour?
Hmm.
Like, that doesn't make sense. You know, fun fact. I just want to let you in on a little secret. You lost your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain. How is waiting for something lucrative making sense? How does that make sense? And what sense is that making? It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's definitely. So okay, I just had a job interview on Wednesday.
okay, that's good.
For a boba shop.
Okay.
Boba. I love me some balls. Yep.
Yeah.
Ah,
And I'm debating it. I told him I'd let him know by like the end of the week.
Wait, you would let them know?
wait,
Yeah.
So you got
you're debating? Why?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But why would you have to let them know if you don't know if you got the job? What the fuck are you
Because
talking about?
well,
What?
because they are only paying like 11 to 12 an hour, and he
Wait.
said they were gonna pay 8 for the training. And I'm like, well, I make $12 an hour already.
So, you
15 hours a week.
Somehow found something that pays less?
Yeah, my mindset is like, okay, let me find something that's at least $12 an hour somewhere so I can at least make that, and then like if it's a job that involves tips or something, I can get that on top.
What are your
Yeah,
hours? The
what have
15
you been-
hours a week. What are they? When are they?
Mondays 4 to 8, Tuesdays 7:30 to 12. Actually, it used to be 1:30, but she changed it to 12 because yeah. And then
You need to quit this
Fridays.
job.
Yeah. I've been thinking about
Or
it.
you need to find another job that somehow perfectly fits in the schedule to allow you to work at least 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
You told me what you wanted to do.
Right.
What do you want to do now? Because there needs to be some kind of income.
This is the stuff your insurance company doesn't want you to know about. Have you noticed
Oh,
your
something
auto
someone doesn't
insurance
want you to know
payments are
about. Oh,
practically
classic.
Solution. Like, yes, you can work in the like real wage, minimum wage, like that, like the cost of living minimum wage for the Houston area. You could do that forever, but I don't think that's necessarily anyone's goal. What do you want to do now?
I want to find some sort of full-time job.
But in
Yeah.
what? I mean, I can gift you, certifications through Course Careers to add that to your resume, and that helps get
You
in
said
like,
the
the tech
thing.
environment. But that doesn't. You haven't shown that.
It's definitely going on the bingo card.
dance.
It might as well be a free space. I'm pretty sure that it's an obligation for his contract or something.
What are you trying to do?
Well, dance is my passion, and
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
I want to pursue that and also have it.
So what the f- is
able
all that
to-
around your neck? Are we gonna like summon something to come kill me, or what's happening here?
Maybe,
I'm
who
scared.
knows?
It's like
Huh.
okay.
I don't think
I
I-
just noticed it.
Well, if it makes it any better, I don't think I paid
and
for any
3
of these.
olives, cherry bombs,
Huh.
cherry vodka. What are we doing?
It's
What's
from the
happening?
thrift store.
Okay, sure. Okay, sorry. I
okay.
got distracted. Go ahead. In this economy, every single dollar counts. That's why I'm excited to share with you a powerful tool that will change.
Okay.
Link below or scan the QR code right
Oh,
here to start earning today.
As always, I'm gonna link to his original video if you're interested. in any of its sponsors. They're always in his description. He generally has some pretty good resources. Some of them I'm not as knowledgeable about, but for the most part, most of his that I've heard of have been pretty decent.
I want to find something more full time so that I'm able to still like nurture.
Yeah, but in what though?
In literally anything at this point. I applied for like this CVS work from home job, like claims benefits specialist thing. I don't know.
It's funny
but
because we're gonna pay our intern more. If you lived in Austin, I'd be like, you could intern for Noah, but
imagine.
That's a long commute though.
I'll drive out there every day. No, I won't.
Yeah. No, you won't.
Well, no, I won't. Yeah. I'll walk.
We don't know how to pay bills.
I'll walk.
I wonder what the intern's gonna do over
I did the assessment for
the Caleb studio.
CVS, and it literally, as soon as I went back to like the workday page, it was like, not looked at, not considered, and I was like, okay, well, whatever.
Well, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So you apply for 9,999 jobs and you get one. Like that's just like in the end.
Unfortunately, I really do hate job hunting.
You need to make sure. Wait, I think
terrible at interviewing.
Yeah, I did email it.
So we can review that at the end. That'll be interesting. We're gonna go through your finances and then we'll review that.
Okay.
Cause maybe that could show some things. If it's more than one page, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
It is one page.
Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna say I've done nothing. But so many people like to have like 50 pages.
It's not everything is on
there.
Really?
3 jobs.
There's nothing. I didn't put everything on there though.
What about tip-based stuff like waiting tables and stuff?
I used to be a host.
Okay.
But like in high school.
Then for hosting, don't you just kind of get whatever the waitress and waiters feel like?
Yeah, and then the tip pool was split between the servers and the hosts.
Oh,
okay.
Really?
It was kind of weird.
Okay, what about where you could get tipped, like waiting tables and stuff like that?
I thought about being a server, but I don't know. I'm kind of picky about it because I don't want to be a server. I'd rather, if I'm gonna get a tip job,
said anything.
I'd rather be like a barista or something that like a starting wage of like maybe 10. Like I think Dutch Bros pays like 10, and then
why aren't you going to Dutch Bros?
Which honestly would probably be more lucrative.
Haven't you applied for barista jobs?
I have.
How
I
many?
applied for
like
3 Dutch Bros near me. I applied for like
nothing.
probably like 6 Starbucks.
It's on the way.
And then the boba place, and that was like the only one that really got back to me.
How can you be picky about a job though if you literally just lost your car? You lost your car. And if there's any city where you need a car, it's Houston. Right. It's a highway. The city is a highway.
Literally. And I live next to the highway too.
Yeah, everyone does. The worst city ever created in the history of the world.
I don't like Houston at all.
How can you be picky about a job? You literally just need to make enough to make your car payment. That's your basic survival. Everything else is taken care of for you. You have the most minimal responsibility ever.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
On the show, you have almost no... Your bar that you have to cross is so low. And yet somehow you're picky? Your pickiness. In what world are you allowed to be picky? That's just being like a entitled little brat.
I just want...
Because the thing is, because keep in mind, it's not just like he's yelling at her, it's like, oh... just make more money type thing. Because keep in mind with the way that the car thing's set up, if she doesn't take care of this, then her mom is also like totally screwed financially because of all the issues that they're gonna go through whenever they probably owe more on the car and they won't even have the car.
Like work somewhere that'll pay me a reasonable amount and I won't hate my life at the same time.
As well, but also pay your bills like an adult.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
But first of all, what are you talking about? Lots of people that work in the food industry like the food industry. Not everyone. I don't know the statistics on it in terms of the exact percentages, but not everyone hates it. I hated one food industry job I had. I liked the other one.
Yeah,
that's true.
So who's to say?
I've actually heard decently good stories about working in fast food and stuff, which I was surprised about by how many people that I've talked to who actually did enjoy it.
Because you get a job in it that you're gonna hate it, and I don't give a if you do anyway. Hate it for a couple months, but while you're in it for a couple months, actually being able to pay your bills, you're applying for every job in the history of the world that exists that you want to work in.
Because generally it's more of a temporary job.
I feel like, I don't know, nothing's getting back to me.
Yeah,
no
I
one's
know,
getting
it's
back to me except
frustrating.
for the boba place.
You applied to 6 Starbucks and 2 bagel whatevers. Like, Dutch Bros. Like, that is the odds are not in your favor, dude. Also, oftentimes in those jobs, what everyone highly recommends is just go in and introduce yourself to the manager.
Oh yeah,
those type of jobs.
I haven't done that yet.
That's fair.
I was gonna follow up because it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely send them an email.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was gonna follow up soon because I like 2 weeks is like the average.
With like barista jobs and stuff, I think it's more like corporate jobs where the ghost job phenomenon is an issue. Wherever but it might be true too with these franchises where they keep on saying that they're hiring, where they might not actually be hiring. It's just to put like on their financial reports that they're hiring, or to release statements and that type of stuff, to be like, oh, we're growing, we're doing good, invest in us, buy our stock. So I don't know if these jobs are affected by the whole ghost jobs thing, where they don't actually have any intention of hiring someone unless they're like super duper qualified.
Follow up time, I guess. I was gonna try.
I think it's more corporate though.
What is for now still technically the interest rate on this car loan?
What if I said I have no idea? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Skippity ad.
I just go on the website and I do it, or my mom would send like the money in my bank account, and I just do it online.
Okay.
You owe $3,182 to get it out of repo. Are you going to try to get it out of repo? Like what are we trying to do?
Well, the cost to fix my mom's truck is
By the way,
cheaper.
you're still gonna cost to fix your mom. Then why didn't you guys do it in the first place? You're still probably gonna
because we still had to pay.
You're
the
still
car
gonna have to
note.
owe a minimum $10,000 on it based on the condition of your car, and then once it goes in auction, you're probably gonna have to owe like $15,000 on it still. So you're really not gonna save that much. Do we know the interest rate on this by chance?
I really want to know.
18%?
Oh,
What is your existence?
Is that bad?
That's
bad? It's
that's
bad.
incredibly high for a car.
What's like a good interest rate?
Below 3%?
Oh,
4% or below at the top.
Yeah.
In terms of good, if you want to use the word good, like I don't really vomit when it's like 7% or less. Like I start getting a little uncomfortable above that. 8 to 12, we're going like, oh, not anything above that, man. I'm just like,
yeah.
Ugh.
Honestly, I did not know like all the details of it whenever we got the car. I was just kind
I'll
of
give you an
signing my
example.
name.
You know how some people retire sometimes? Maybe not you yet. Not like this. Like you're not getting there. I would like you to be able to. But you know how some people retire? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens in this world. Oftentimes they buy stocks. Like the overall stock market, they invest in like a 401k.
Yeah.
That's their taxable account. You know those?
I know of it.
Okay. In there, for example, like I open up my Moo app so I can buy
so he can
into,
plug
like,
the
an index
Moo.
fund. And
So
I
we're
get
talking about stocks.
SPY, so I can follow the S&P 500.
Are we
which
gonna
is
talk
a
about compound
collection
growth?
of essentially like the top companies in the United States economy. So it's following the United States economy. On average, all up years, all down years, combine that out, on average, you're only getting 10% on your money. 10%. The money that you have here in this car loan, this $25,000, you are losing 18 to 19%.
Oh yeah.
Your money, in the best case scenario, typical on average, will make 10%.
Yeah.
On average. And you are losing almost
So you're talking about
double
the battle of the interest
you are
rates
making
for
them
positive
so
and
much
negative.
money. And now they're going to try to recoup the cost of the loan, and then they're going to try to get the rest of it through you still.
So
Not too good.
So it's, yes, 18 is bad. To answer your question,
so.
that was the question. Okay. Let's go on to the credit card. The self-assess, where do you think you are? Finances, you in your life, just you. 0 being the absolute worst, 10 being the absolute best.
Okay,
Where do you
let's
think you are
see
on that
if she
range?
understands how this score
probably
works.
like a solid 4.
You know I'm going to
come on!
shank you right now, right? That's insane. That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my life.
Uh,
what's the giggle?
yeah,
What?
no, the guests grossly over estimating their scores. Definitely going on the bingo card. And I swear the bingo card is coming on Monday. I just want to do some tests to make sure that I got like the everything running okay, so that it won't like be popping in and out while I do stuff. Probably have to just like put it on the side or something. I don't know. But we'll figure out how it's gonna look. But yeah, no. She's definitely not a 4. She is not a 4. Again, I think part of this has to do with how Caleb doesn't explain the score the best. You might need to put a few more descriptors in there because, okay, so one, like 0 is you're not doing well, and 5 is like middle class. You might already have a house. 10 is like you're a millionaire or you're like Elon Musk or something. So that's the range here. So saying you're a 4 is not correct, but I think generally the guests don't think of it that way. I think they're like, oh, compared to other guests. But even then, like with how little she's making, I and the collections that are probably gonna or the car's probably gonna become a collection. I really don't understand why she thinks she's a 4. Or she's just never seen the show. Because sometimes that does happen because of like how they bring in guests. It's through a bunch of different platforms and stuff. So maybe she's just never seen the show. If she has seen the show, I have no idea how she came to this number.
Because I don't know. I feel like I don't really know anything about my finances, or like at least the
I'm
details
gonna
Okay,
of
tell you
it.
a little secret. You
Then say the
Carlos is
0 or a 1.
rainbowed.
That's true.
That's bad.
Yeah, very bad.
We just discussed how your interest rate is bad.
Yeah.
At least it's not like the Repo Man musical. I think they come and take your organs.
Even if I were to get it out of repossession, we'd still have to pay the car note, and the check engine light is on.
Oh my gosh.
So we'd have to get that fixed
All right,
too,
let's
and
talk
the
about
brakes.
your mom's car in a second. I want to get to this credit card.
I think
If you
there's
want to
another
check out
Repo Man
financial
thing
score,
where
it's
they
free.
also
Link in
take
the
your
description below.
organs.
Also, we're always looking for
think
people to
that's
come
a
on the show.
thing.
People with interesting situations, interesting finances that I can dig into, so we can look at different situations, so that people in the audience get a wide variety of financial situations to learn from. And if you're an interesting
Yeah.
person who you think you would be good on a podcast as well, because you do need to be able to say a couple words, feel free to come on. So like
Okay.
people across the board. Including even if you think like you have an opinion that needs to be challenged, because we all have opinions that need to be challenged. Feel free to apply.
Okay.
Be on the show at calebhammer.com/apply. You are on
Yeah.
a Capital One. Thank goodness. That was Credit One.
Oh, I guess I did have a credit card, but I couldn't find.
Okay.
It was like my first credit
I,
card.
I think Credit One is the one that he has like that he absolutely hates. Like it's like one of the worst credit cards that you can get. And it's also really funny because they have like these new ads where it's like Greek god type things and they call them the credit gods. And it's just it's it's very funny just being like, okay guys, you freaking trying to lure in more people. That sucks.
That my mom got me.
What are we doing?
And
Oh, your mom. Great.
Yeah, and I didn't-
sounds
Oh,
great
no.
financially wise.
I didn't know really, and then she told me how she explained it to me. She said we're on this credit card too, that we're on the same
We're
credit
on-
line.
Oh, you're an authorized. She was an authorized, or you were authorized.
Yeah, so that was the same one with the credit one too, but I think it got canceled. I don't know. I can't use it anymore. I
Okay.
tried and it doesn't work.
It's the
What?
first time anyone's hearing about this. My producers are saying no one knows this. Do you have Credit Karma on your phone?
I have an account. I don't have the app because I don't have any storage on my phone. But I have
Okay. What?
I have an account
Can you
and everything.
delete
What's going on?
something and download
What's
it?
going on your
Yes.
phone?
Okay, well, she does that.
Oh,
The friends that are here, are they your friends?
Yeah,
They're your friends.
yeah.
Did you know her finances are this absolutely? This is wild. Oh. Their friend
They're saying yes or
recommended
no?
you to be on the show. That was the push.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good friend, because
Okay.
this is an absolute disgusting.
If you like the idea of having a continual harvest
Do,
out of your
do,
garden,
do.
basically
Tough love
replacing
friend.
the grocery store with
This
your
could be
backyard.
ad.
Mess.
Unable to contact Credit Karma.
Do you have any others?
I think it worked whenever I did it on the browser.
Okay, yeah, try that.
They locked me out of my account for a minute,
What?
but I just sent a code to my email. Maybe it'll let me log in.
Okay.
Okay, it worked. On the
Okay.
browser.
You're in?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
This should be
Let me take a little
interesting.
peek. Did you join the internet?
Yes.
Oh my, 512 credit score, and it's up 7 points. That's
Yeah. I
Wait.
checked that after the car got repoed and it
I'll
went
go
up.
back.
I don't know how that.
Wait, what's the credit
Yes.
score?
oh my, 512 credit score.
512. Holy cow. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
And it's up 7 points.
That's
Yeah.
up?
I checked that after the car got repoed and it went up.
That
I don't know.
That's
how
one
that
of the
happened.
lowest I've heard on
But it did.
lately, at
Are you gonna
least.
screen record? All right. Payment history 84%. Credit card use 97%. Credit age is only a year and 11 months. Hard
Boy.
body 6. How much credit are you applying for in that little amount of time? What is happening? What is happening?
Oh no.
Make sure you guys are blurring the screen of names and things like that.
Hmm.
The auto
I
loan
guess the
isn't
screen capture thing didn't work,
recognized as
maybe
being
partially
a
because
major
there's too much
Did you miss
stuff
one,
on her
two,
phone.
three, four,
I did get
five,
an
six,
email from
7
Credit Karma
payments.
that was like,
Yeah, the
your
late
account
payment,
is
but
in.
I don't think they recognize the repo situation until it turns
Then
into
again, they
its
could just
different
go through it again. I don't know.
thing. Well, good news. This credit one doesn't seem to be on your credit.
Okay.
Okay, so
and
it's on the
they've
mom's,
just been your
I
mom.
guess.
It may have just been your mom.
Yeah, I had that credit card in like high school. I had no. She was just like, just use it for emergencies and gas.
Yeah, maybe she gave it
Okay.
to use for emergencies and gas. But it was
Oh,
still
yeah. It would only be in her name.
hers and only her.
But
Maybe
Okay.
it's on my Apple Wallet. I guess.
I don't
don't
know
remember
though,
them
because
putting it
I don't think it's a terrible idea to get your kid a credit card as long as you're gonna be super responsible with it and you trust your kid to not like use it on frivolous stuff. Because it can really help build their credit, like especially if you have good credit. Like that's why my credit's so good. Is because I've been on my parents for like forever, and my dad's like hyper vigilant about like everything that's on the card, and really quick about paying it off. So my credit score coming out of it was like just amazing because I've had like so much of it, um, so much credit history and stuff because of that. So if you want like a hack, if you're good at your finances and you have kids, you can go ahead and put them on a card, but just be careful with it.
on there.
There you go. Thank you. Cute cat.
Thanks.
Oh,
Okay.
Have a
So
cat.
the card then.
She's
the
the
card and
cutest
only
cat.
card as of now. It's $482 on the Capital One. Okay, it's not like the highest balance in the world, but what's the credit limit?
This is kind of
500.
weird
Okay,
for a
so
rat to have a cat.
We're at the credit limit. Yes, and that's why your utilization is so high. Obviously, that makes sense. What are we doing? Why is it?
So
Well, why are you purchasing it? Why'd you put $105 on it?
that was my mom.
What?
Oh, you guys are on this together.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used it for only gas and like.
What is she doing?
I
She
don't
doesn't
know.
Maybe she should be on the
Ugh.
show. Oh,
Probably,
That's
actually.
what I told her,
How
but
old's your
she
mom?
said, how old is she?
Mhm.
She's like 40.
I don't want to hear what she was saying
1976.
I don't know.
40 something.
Okay.
before getting
Well, at least the
interrupted.
minimum payment was made by you or her.
I
What
think
did
the
your mom
last
say to the
one
thing?
was by me,
Ah,
'cause she
dang
was
it,
like,
Caleb,
"Make
you
that minimum
interrupted
payment on it real quick."
during
Oh my
what could have
gosh,
been
you guys-
interesting.
You guys are way too intertwined. What is happening? How are you ever going to be independent? And she's like almost kind of holding you down, at least in this one. No, and the car, because she said she'd pay and then she didn't. If
Huh.
you're a business owner, listen up. Ever feel like your company's finances are one big old mess? Take out an amazing flexible program, but it's available for a limited
Okie
time only. Head over to
dokies.
netsuite.com/hammer or click the link in the description below. That's netsuite.com/hammer. Take advantage of this offer and elevate your business with
Okay,
NetSuite.
so this ad's
Your
a little
business
longer than
deserves it. So
it looked, I guess.
how the can it get like untangled?
I have no idea.
Oh, you need to get off.
I was thinking like maybe I could save up and like pay off as much as I can on the credit card.
Yeah, but she'll just put it back up. You need to not be an authorized
Yeah.
user, or she needs to not be an authorized user anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know in which case who's who.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know who the
most of
original-
the payments are my mom. If it's like for
Yeah,
gas,
I think that's how I got how my dad got my credit up. I think was made me an authorized user or something.
that's probably me. And I asked my mom for like gas money, and she's like, "Oh, I just cleared
So
something off the credit card. Just use that."
I just cleared something off the credit card that has no room to spend any money. So why don't you just max it
So
out
if you have
again?
to clear it off the credit card, then your utilization rate must be incredibly high, which is part of why our credit score is so low, because you're not supposed to have a utilization over 30 in order to have a good score.
That means her credit can't be much better than yours.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think so.
insane.
Uh,
Living off a $500 credit card cannot be the way we're doing life. You're never
yeah.
gonna
Oh
get
yeah,
ahead in
it's
life
a low
if that's what
balance
we're
too,
doing.
so it's very
You're
easy
gonna
to
end up, and again, this is not
use
saying
a
she's
lot
a
of
bad
it.
person. This is not judging any other aspect of her
to
life.
not balance limit,
But
I guess.
this way, you're gonna end up just like your mom financially. If you continue down this
Yeah.
path, it's gonna be generational. You're gonna allow it to be generational because you're just being tangled up in that. Yes, of course, a lot of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
normal education you get, because they don't really teach personal finances in school, at least required for a lot of people.
Yeah, that
But
probably
in terms
should.
of where you learn your personal financial stuff from, it's oftentimes through parents. You know, it's a
Right.
very personal
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And you're learning it from someone who can't do it. And that's going to make it generational. If you want to break free, you got to... We need to separate from the being tangled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's another reason I mean, I guess it's not really on my plate, but I kind of want to move out. Well, I mean, that's like a goal,
How?
right?
You can't even
But
make
it's
like,
like,
Yeah,
what
well,
the
you need to
f- are
make
you
money
talking about,
first.
move out? Sure, I like you too, but what are you talking about? You refuse to get enough. You're picky about your job. Well, move out where? How are you moving out? You're gonna get kicked out of a place that you move out to.
Yeah, and our lease ends in
Yeah.
a year, so I was like,
Oh,
I'll
boy.
just move out whenever it ends. But
How's your brother that lives at home?
he's 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Your future in mechanical engineering technology starts here. Go 0 to bachelor's in just 2.5 years with
There we
What
go.
are you trying to do in life right now? What are you doing? What's the goals here? What are we?
Well, my
your life?
goal, I just graduated from community college with my dance degree. Not
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
full
why?
bachelor?
No, I got an associate's.
Associates in dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What are we gonna do?
Well, at least it's community college, so it should have been a little bit less expensive, but I don't know what the point of a dance degree is. I figured what I'd imagine with dance is that it's more like, oh, here's like a show thing that I've been in, or like here's a showcase or whatever. I thought it would be more like that if you want to like make it in dance and not like have a degree in it.
That.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
that's cute. but...
Well, you know, it's the whole thing. It's like, fine, you know, go after your passion and everything will work out.
So
I guess myself, yeah.
and you want to stick with associates in
It's
dance?
her little
we don't
voice
want to
in
go
there.
back. We don't want to. Because I
I
assume you have a decent amount of gen eds under your plate.
yeah, I was thinking about going back to school
Okay.
for a certificate for barbering. So that's like, because I wanted to
Oh.
do cosmetology before, like as a
Oh.
career before
Well, I
dance.
thought you said you really wanted to be
Okay.
paid high.
I do, but I just need something to do. Like I guess in my 20s.
Huh.
In your 20s, build a career. Don't just. If we're just looking
Yeah.
for something to do, that doesn't mean it has to be.
Yeah,
going back
you don't need to go
school and
to.
borrowing more money.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
the only thing that can be done. Listen, and I'm totally down for it. If you have a career path you want to go down, if there's things we want to do, totally okay. Let's do it. Let's figure out how to do it. You're just trying to figure out something to do in your 20s. That's just,
Yeah,
we don't get a
kind of
temporary
weird.
degree, temporary
Yeah,
certification.
I feel like I don't know.
You need to take career quizzes or something because you're
Yeah.
you just said you want to make money, which is great. It's a good start. So let's find out the things that make money and let's figure
Yeah.
out what you like within them and what it takes to be able to do those.
That's why I was kind of thinking about barbering because I mean I like hair and cosmetology and stuff,
Okay.
but I feel like that's more specific, so I can find find
You
a
like
career
hair?
in that. Yeah, I do.
What do you think
Okay.
of Noah's haircut? Should he go? We were talking about this the
Oh,
other day.
yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. Should he go full and commit to awesome, sexy beard and shave his head?
Okay.
Or should he still try to embrace?
The hair on his head, like
Yeah.
embrace the hair on his head.
Yeah, or should
Huh.
he shave?
Honestly, I can see him being bald.
Yeah, I think he would look
Because
pretty good,
the beard is a good counterbalance.
Can you call me, Noah?
Yeah.
We're gonna do that bit right now. We're doing that bit. I'm not allowed to do any bits in the post show other than what Caleb
Huh.
No, you're allowed to do the ones that the audience loves.
I feel like they should have like put subtitles on that or something. I can't really understand what he's saying. What?
Wait.
It's a Halloween costume. Let me make sure. Oh, well, they didn't. That's okay. It's okay. I took a screenshot.
Oh, good. Great. Awesome.
What it looks like.
Oh God.
You can see it on at Noah Chrysler on Instagram.
So it's so blurry.
If you're hot, slide the video.
He should keep the beard.
Yes, I agree. No, he has a sweet beard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very jealous of that thing. Okay. So, Texas Roadhouse and Amazon. I guess that's worth ruining our credit score. And you guys are only paying the minimum to pay.
It is kind of funny comparing with people who like don't know what they want to do with their life. Because since I was like 8, I was like, I'm gonna be an engineer, and I had like all these plans. I was doing like all the high school classes. I went to college for it. I was doing pretty decent. Then I figured out that I hated it. And then I had to like change majors and all this other stuff. Like luckily I had a scholarship, so it wasn't like too bad on the finances, but it's just funny. Like even if you're super sure, you've decided years and you've dedicated yourself to this for years, you might still hate it
And interest is accruing.
and kind of have to
It's
pivot.
only $11.75 because the balance is small, but it is 32% interest. Remember that interest thing we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how 18 was bad? 32 isn't better.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
even higher than most. That's generally
yeah,
just
I used to
30,
be,
not like
or
32.
I am a teacher. I teach color guard at a high school.
Okay, do you make any money from that?
But
Or just like
I
volunteering?
started getting into
How
it
much
from.
you make doing that? Because that's only during the marching band season.
No, it's during winter too.
Oh, you do winter guard. as
Okay.
well?
Yeah, I do
Okay.
the whole
Well,
year.
how much do you make doing that?
Well, it was the job I'm at now. It was 18 an hour,
Oh,
which for the amount of
It's not very many hours. though.
yeah, not very many hours. So it's like the pay kind of
yeah.
But
Okay.
for this upcoming season, I would get paid $1,000 a month,
Wow.
and I would have to be there
It's
more.
more than you make now.
And I'm like,
But does it take away from you being able to work a
Could-
real job?
Yeah,
it
could
does.
you do
And
it like
it's,
part-time on the side?
an hour drive away from me with traffic. So
I
would
was just
have
gonna
to
work with no car.
get up there and back. That's like almost 2 hours of commute every time. Because it's like the
And
school's
what
super
else?
far. So in 2022, I did Blue Nights, and I paid $5,000.
Oh,
What?
March.
No.
Blue Nights.
Drum corps.
Huh.
And that's just
GCI is so expensive.
yes.
It's so
And that was just a
expensive.
tuition. That wasn't audition fees. That's
How
not
many years
including the
did you
flight.
do it?
I did it for that season, and I did half a.
Caleb probably knows what this is partially because he went to school for music. That's his thing. His finance experience comes from bringing himself out of bad debt, while his like schooling experience is mostly in like composing and music.
season.
How'd you pay for that?
Okay, Blue, the first season I did, that was my financial aid refund. Every time I got that,
okay.
I would spend that money because I got like $1,000 in financial aid refund.
Okay.
So I would
Huh.
spend that on my drum corps tuition.
I'm more of a blue coat
Interesting.
guy, but
I
that's
was a
fine.
blue coat.
Oh, you did blue coat?
Yeah, Garden of Love.
Okay, very cool.
But I did not
I kind of
I
wish
didn't
they'd
finish
explain
spring
this to
training.
people who don't know what
Why?
this is, because I don't know what this
I
is.
got a concussion, and they made me an alternate
How'd you get a concussion?
from a flag.
Oh, did you get hit in the head?
Yeah. So, but
Oh.
they filled my spot, and I didn't think that was fair because there were other people on concussion protocol that
It's
got their
funny.
spot, but
It's
whatever.
funny listening.
Huh. There were several people with concussions.
Because I didn't know
What the
100% what
hell?
you did, but when I was talking to Noah about it before, it's just funny because I know that world, and he
Mhm.
was it's just the way he explained it. He was like, I think she spent like $10,000 on some drum line. I'm like,
I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
yeah, you did color guard in DCI.
Yeah, so I had to pay for equipment, and Blue Coats that guard is
they're the top of the
expensive.
top
They were trying to pay
me.
I think they're gonna win this year, but that was $6,000. I got a contract for season 2,
what?
but I turned it down because I didn't have the money.
So
to pay
how much
for it.
did you spend outside of the financial aid refunds for this?
What is a home warranty? It's a 1-year service plan that helps cover costs.
So, did you spend any?
Yeah.
Oh, how much did it cost you?
So that was when I marched Blue Nights. That was before Pure Bar. And my only job at the time
These are
was
just words to me. I'm sorry. These are just words.
Like a couple thousand at least.
How'd you pay for it?
From my teaching job.
So there was no debt?
So
for Blue Nights, no. For Blue Coats, yes.
Where is it?
They waived it.
Who did?
The Blue Coats.
So it was debt to them, debt to the organization?
Yeah, because when I went there last, I know, right?
Take out debt to them?
Well, they just didn't because the rule is like you have to pay everything before spring training starts.
What about the flights and the transportation and the food and all this stuff? How are you paying for this?
That came out of my pocket.
But you did pay for it, so there's no debt?
Boy.
I guess not for that, no. But I mean, if Blue Coats wants to find me and charge me, but
I guess they could.
But yeah, that's like $3,000 that I didn't pay from 2023.
Wow. That's a lot. So is this Blue Coat thing, does this open up opportunities, or is this just like, oh, this is fun, so I'm just gonna keep on like putting this into a money sink? There's got to be like, oh, you're paying for like an opportunity or something, right? It has to be. Other than like, why would people do this? It's kind of weird to me. I don't understand it, but I don't really know what they're talking about.
I mean, again, in this conversation, I really only care about the debt you have now and the choices you're making now. But if that debt does come back to bite you, but it's not like they haven't sold it to collections. They're not reporting it anywhere.
No,
I'm not overly concerned about it.
My winter guard.
It's still something stupid to do. I love it, but this is money you didn't have. But again, I mean, it sounds like you're coming from a household that just knows nothing about money. So it's just like,
if it is like an opportunity thing, that feels kind of scummy that you have to kind of pay your way to be able to try to do this. But I guess that's just how some industries are, maybe?
There's money on things you don't have and money you don't have.
Yeah, and even Winter Guard too. Winter Guard was really expensive too.
Yeah, all that dude. All this extracurricular crap is expensive.
Yeah, and that's why I stayed in color guard for so long and wanted to be a teacher, because I mean I had the most experience in that. But I don't want to be a color guard director anymore. I think that's where I started.
We don't know
off.
what you want to do, which is
not really.
Here. So okay, we have $325 in your checking account. Which is dramatically down from what it was, $1,000 less than before. ATM withdrawal, $120. Where the did that go?
Which one?
$120 from ATM. I don't know.
Oh, I think I do know what that was.
What?
I was buying. I was buying vapes for me and my friend.
I swear, just everyone in the world
freaking vapes.
Or Zens and
I tried to quit, it didn't work.
Well, yeah,
they're very addictive.
It's
not.
Yeah, vapes are definitely going on the bingo card.
Great. So I can do anything in this world that's not as bad as and I can say at least it's not.
Well, yeah.
So I can just walk over there and punch one of your friends in the face. At least I wasn't doing guys. Okay.
If it's like a worse substance, could you say at least it's not?
I think it's worse.
Okay.
At least for you, for the person who takes it. Like, of course, for me, then there's I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But that's not. I don't think that's a good reason to be like, oh, okay, vaping, yay.
Yeah, no, not happy about it, but
vape
probably that much a month.
$120.
Yeah, well, that's a little extra because I bought an extra one.
You actually make that payment instead of your car payment.
Yeah.
Great. Vape over car. My goodness. I literally am so lucky. I escaped vapes entering school by like 2 years. Literally like 2 years. It was like 2 years under me.
I didn't really see vapes at my school, but that was partially just me because I was oblivious to everything. But like apparently there was a bunch of stuff going on at my school, and I just never knew about it just because I'm just oblivious and I was just worried about school. Imagine worrying about school at school.
Like so much. It like barely started. And I remember in like 2 years into college it started, and I was like, oh, I don't care about this at that point. But I don't know, man. So many people. Your position, I'm 7 years older, 8 years older than you, and I just can't imagine. There's so many people around your age just vape.
I know people like way younger than me.
Oh
yeah. Knew someone had a sister in like the 3rd grade, and she would talk about bus vaping.
Dude,
what the hell?
All right, Viv.
Like, I know that I think it's Jewel got in trouble because I think they said I think they got sued or something because they were essentially saying that they were marketing this to kids. I don't know. It sounds like it might still be going on where it's still like a issue where kids are still picking it up. So I don't think that going after him maybe was the most successful.
Gong, getting some tea, cash apping out $4. Who knows? Patreon, and it's not even mine.
What?
Wait, is it mine?
No.
So you.
What are you paying for?
But also you can't afford it. I wouldn't want you to get mine anyway. So it doesn't make sense. Support yourself. Get a car back. Be able to make your payments. Be able to live on your own. Don't support someone else's lifestyle until you can. McDonald's, Value Village, some secondhand clothes. You do it again, and then Starbucks and Total Wine and More. We're glug and vape and Hondage, $181.
What is that?
Korean barbecue is expensive, dude.
So people sent me money for that.
How much?
Like everyone paid for their own thing, and we're like, oh, let's just put it on one card. And I was like, oh, I got it because I have money checking for once.
Barely. Okay. McDonald's, Genji Restaurant Bar, Zing Food Tank. You love Southeast Asian food.
I do.
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
That's what it looks like.
And then we went south of the border.
There's a lot of eating out.
You cannot. What the $61 DoorDash and Jack in the Box. How in any world are you able to afford that? I'm sorry, you can't. What is that?
Man, I miss Jack in the Box. Like, I'm trying not to eat out so that I can be as lean as possible so I don't, like, deplete my emergency fund too quickly while I try to do this YouTube thing. But, man, I miss those curly fries. And they have, like, some of the best fast food shakes. Like, they used to have this one. They had, like, a really weird collab with Deadpool, and his the Mint Mobile company, they had like a special shake. It was called like the Mint Mobile shake, and it was like mint and Oreo, and that was the best shit. It didn't last that long. I wish that they had like kept it on it. That was really good. I love that thing so much. But now I can't really go to fast food because I'm trying to be lean. I'm just living on my hot dogs and my peanut butter and jelly, a little bit of cereal.
It's like an eighth of your car payment? That's insane. What are you doing? In what world? It's like a seventh of your car payment.
I think.
What are you doing? Combine that, combine the vape, combine the drinking, and you a car payment. This is crazy.
Oh yeah,
he's right. As a full-time creator, I can tell you creating engaging videos takes a lot of time and effort.
I don't think that. I don't want to use AI to try to make my videos better. I don't know.
With NVIDIA AI, you're in the director's seat while the number of video generation credits in your first month.
Yeah.
Jim, that's okay. Cabo Bob's not okay. McDonald's not okay. Going into the store getting some bullshit. Yoga, you already go to the gym. I want you to be as healthy and as much as you can, but at some point we might have to.
For someone who doesn't make much, this is just like a lot of.
You're not making anything. You're not even making
just bullshit spending.
Some crepes. Yeah, you better do all the yoga in the world with how much you're eating out. Parking. Limp biscuits. Cage the Elephant.
What is that?
What is Limp Bizkit? The bands?
Yeah.
What?
I bought concert tickets.
Oh.
Why?
It's only $50?
Yeah, it was the Live Nation concert week, so I kind of went crazy.
But can't even come close. And then you got to figure out transportation, and you're gonna get food, and
yeah,
and maybe merch.
More than just those $50 tickets.
The KC Elephant concert's like later today. So
that's a band, I guess.
So you guys are going back to a company, and then you're gonna spend money, and it's just gonna be stupid. You're gonna get yourself further in a hole, and it's gonna be.
Yikes. There's like another chick on the show. She was her thing was like spending on concerts.
Wonderful.
Forget who that
Well,
was
there's
though.
your dance studio. $250.
Yeah.
Dance studio?
Yeah, we had a required what's it, like a little like convention thing at the studio, and we had to take like 9 classes in a weekend, and it was $250.
What are you doing?
Holy
You
cow.
can't even make your car
Yeah,
pay.
no, I was worried about that
Literal
with the dance
basic
thing.
sh-
It
the
would
most
be
basic
expensive.
thing you can. You're a child.
I was
You're
just,
not. You're
well,
not
with her income, I guess technically, relatively, anything would be expensive just because of how little she has to work with.
21. You're still 16. No, you're 14. These are actions of a child. Look how much you're eating out.
Ugh.
You're right when you said at the beginning, I love to eat out. No sh. Then went out $5. Then went out $6. Velvet taco. Cash apping out $5 per lounge. This is insane.
This
Per
is a lot of
lounge.
stuff,
Cash apping
for
out
sure.
$15. Cash apping out $24. Parking. Going to start getting some bullshit. Microsoft.
Oh, the editor made a mistake. I think he meant this, not the 33. The 33 could be legit. But then again, she said that she doesn't get groceries, so I don't know if going to the grocery store would. I don't know.
Game probably. Oh my gosh.
It's probably Minecraft.
Great.
Really?
What are you spending in Minecraft?
I have a
person to do
realm.
that this week. Oh my.
Uh,
Ruchis El Rincon. I don't know. Go to the store to get into bullshit. Go to the store to get into bullshit. Go to the store to get into
oh,
bullshit.
yeah, this is
Torchies.
just. This is going
$80 to your dance
kinda
place
crazy.
again.
Yeah, that's the monthly payment.
Yeah, you're. Oh my gosh.
God,
you're spending
$80 a
almost as
month?
much on dances you get paid from a different dance studio. That's crazy. Go to the store, get into bullshit. Mods Pizza, Cash Apping out $10. Cash Apping out $10. Cash Apping out $10. What the f are you doing? McDonald's Cash App out $12. What is all this Cash Apping?
Oh,
What are you
cow.
doing?
I think that was from, there was like a little event at my dance studio, and
Oh,
everyone was
come
like selling
on.
their like old dance clothes, and I was buying. Yeah, that's where I got these pants from.
Oh, come
They look
on.
like pants. Did you not have pants? Great. We had more pants. Then went out $9. Then went out $6. Then went out $8. Then went out $30.
Oh, yeah.
Insane. House of Pies,
Ugh.
restaurant bar, going to the store getting some bullshit, selling out
Oh, there's still like 10
$20.
days left.
Bakery Cafe, Popeyes, going in getting some bullshit.
Ugh.
Ruchis El Recon again, new cafe, Tuyori. What do you have little places that are so hard to pronounce? Then went out $5. Value Village.
At least I don't have to
Torchies,
say it. I can't pronounce
doing a
anything.
Lyft ride, which you have to do now because you lost the car, but it wasn't at that time. So,
My mom was using the car, I think, and I took the lift to work.
oh well, she has a right to it because she's a cosigner. She just doesn't know how to be a responsible cosigner and actually make the
This
pills,
is
the pay. And
spending this out of
buy
control.
new ice and drinks.
I'm pretty sure this chick's gonna get a 0.
Insane. That's insane. Like, I don't even know how to combat that. Really? I mean, this whole conversation is going to boil down to, it's like, are you willing to change that? Because if you're not willing to, like, not, that's your actions. If you're not willing to do that and make more money at the same time, there's nothing happening. You're living at home your entire life. You're or just milking off of friends. You're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Forever if you're not willing to change anything. And what were the $213 that came in
I
via
think I have
Zelle?
family members who are kind of like that.
All at once?
That was just over the course of
213?
the month.
Oh, probably different, like people like, oh, let me send you money for this, or like my mom sending me some money, or
So not earned. Okay.
yeah,
So payroll
Okay.
$532. How much do you think you spent in total in the month?
Oof.
probably more than that.
No, probably like double.
How much?
Maybe like 800, maybe.
How much do you think?
Okay.
How much do you think?
Okay, so it's
Okay, they
prob-
both said 1,000. You said 800.
is it gonna be like
Yeah.
over a
That's right.
double?
$2,000.
Holy
in
shit!
$500.
Holy! Oh God! Holy shit! What? Oh God! What the hell? What the? That is insane! You make no money. Holy! That's all just like eating out in a dance studio? How? How do you do this? How did you manage to do this, chick? What the? What the F? What the frick? Frickin' frick!
Oh, it's hilarious. It's a joke. Guys, it's a joke. Great.
Ugh.
No, we got a comedian.
That's
This
probably
is
just
hilarious.
shock.
Our life's a disaster.
That
We
is
have
shock.
dying poverty, and it's great. It's a joke. Let's laugh about it. Everything's so good.
It's gotta be
Yeah.
shock.
Yeah?
Holy
What are
cow.
you coming out? You have like a humiliation kink? What is happening?
No.
Like, what are you trying to do? What is
just-
the point?
I
You're just
just
gonna
did not
laugh about it? Oh my
realize.
goodness. I spent like 8 times what I brought in. It's hilarious.
Again, I think the best starting point, if you're like complete beginner with finances, the best thing that you can do, and generally I recommend making a spreadsheet for this, is just watch what you spend. Get an idea of what you spend, categorize it. I have like a whole spreadsheet system. If you guys want like a copy of that, I could totally like share it because I love spreadsheets. I love messing with that stuff. If there's anything custom you'd like, I'd love to do that just because that's my favorite hobby to do because I'm a dumb nerd. But yeah, no, you should definitely like watch what you're spending, and categorizing helps a lot. So that you're like, oh, this is a problem area. I'm spending way more on my wants than my needs, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Unless if you can like afford it and your needs are very small, because generally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have your needs under 50% and then invest at least 20%. The rest can be wants, but generally it's set to be about 30. But yeah, Caleb used to talk about that percentage breakdown more, but he hasn't talked about it as often. I think maybe he thought that it was getting repetitive or something, but you can always have new people come in, so I like him talking about it.
I didn't even realize it was that. Like,
Yeah,
it
no,
was that
that's
severe.
No, you said
that's
$800.
you need to watch your finances.
And if you knew how severe it was, hopefully you would do something.
Yeah,
You
hopefully.
signed up for a car payment. You're not making it. You're a child.
You know, I
That
I just
2,000 is
didn't
almost as much as she owes on the car. Well, it's a little bit less, but still.
realize that's where it all goes. I think
How?
I
That's
think
90%. Have you ever looked at one of your statements?
I mean, not
Yeah.
really.
Okay, obviously
honestly.
go through our
Oh,
budgeting
I-
class. For the sake, go through our budgeting class, take it, and then eventually
One day
go
I'd
through our
like to
investing class.
look
I
at
don't
his
even want you
budgeting
to do
class
it,
to
'cause
see
I
what
don't want
it's
you to get
like.
Any bright ideas, but go through it. Luckily, they're both bundled for a lower sales price right now. You get it for free.
Yeah.
But go through it. Please go through it. Learn how to make a budget that way. We're gonna make a basic budget to get started. I don't know the ins and outs of your entire life, so that's where you have to figure it out yourself. And also, if you
Right.
don't make your own budget, and if you don't manage it on a monthly basis, you're never going to be.
Yeah,
in a good
you're just
place.
gonna screw
If you rely
yourself.
on everyone else to do everything for you, it's nothing. But your behavior dramatically needs changes. This is a spreadsheet. This is a pie chart of a child that I'm about to read.
Please let me see the chart. I want to see the chart.
So every
Come on.
spending was $2,000. Great.
Caleb,
even
don't
though
hoard
you
the
brought
chart.
in
Show us.
$500, so everything's fantastic. Okay, for what it's worth, you know what? I will give. I think it was about $150 was actually from your mom on the Capital One card.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
So you spent $1,800.
This is the stuff your
Oh yeah,
insurance
that's so much
company
better,
doesn't
I
want
guess.
you to know about. Have
Well,
you noticed
considering
your
that she
auto
makes
insurance
like
payment-
$600, that is a significant amount of her income. So
$55.55 or 2.8% of our spending went to transportation because there was no car payment because we didn't make a car payment. And what about car insurance?
I
Oh,
had
no.
car insurance,
do you still
but
have
I
car
couldn't
insurance?
afford it.
Oh no.
Kind of by choice.
So-
Actually, by choice.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it was like $600 of the car note plus like $200, $300 for insurance, and I could not find a lower rate.
When did you get? Yeah. And guess what? Work. Or just
Yeah.
don't be a person with a car and rely on public transportation or biking. And it sucks and it's harder, especially in
Yeah.
Houston. But guess what?
I don't know how
you're making
Houston's
choices.
public transportation system is.
When did you stop
So,
having car insurance?
Like January.
What the f are you? Did you guys know this? Do you know how illegal that's illegal?
Yeah, that is illegal.
Yeah. I needed to get places, so I was like, well, let me not get pulled over.
Oh god.
So, luckily, I did not get pulled over.
You're
but-
essentially just
Yeah,
gambling
so
every day that
got
you
permanently
drive when you
pulled
do
over by
that.
Your car getting taken away. Necessary food.
But then you
126
can't even. It's not even like you don't even have a chance of winning with that gambling. You're just losing if you get caught.
$6.49. I don't even know you going to the grocery store is probably necessary foods. You're probably just getting bullshit drinks and bullshit. 6.3% of your
Hey, that
spending.
could
Based
be
on
very
what you
possible
told
based
me
on what you
from
said
your
about the
mom,
groceries.
so I can't even call it necessary food. Bullshit food, that was 36.6% of that $2,000 of spending, or $737.29. What a joke. $737 of bullshit food, and you
They made a typo. I think he said this was supposed to be 778, because 78 is not bigger than 126. Uh, hmm. Getting sloppy, Caleb team. You gotta fix this.
literally brought in $500. That's a joke. That's a joke. And you allowed your car to get repoed. That's a joke. You allowed yourself to get uninsured car insurance in an uninsured car, but you spent $737 on bullshit food. That's a joke. Your life right now is a joke. And I know that's brutal.
I wouldn't
to
say
and
I wouldn't go that far, I guess.
rude, but I need you to know that it is a joke. It's not funny. It's not cute. You can laugh about it. You can be whatever you want to be, but it's not.
I'll say it's a
an
dire
embarrassment.
situation.
It's a
I wouldn't
joke.
say
it's
it's a joke.
disgusting, and you are yourself. You are destroying your future, and it's not going to be cute when you're 50 and you can barely afford to live in a studio apartment. Well, all your friends
I was trying to do a wake-up call, but I wouldn't say that her life's a joke.
This is a joke. It's not cute. It's not a little movie. You're not on some story arc. You're just some cells slammed together, and you're making terrible choices. There's not some destiny for you. It's all your actions going into the rest of your life.
I don't know why he's saying some of this
with
stuff.
all your laughter.
I don't know if she talked about like manifesting or something off screen or something, but I don't know.
This is a joke. And right now, based on your own actions, your life is a sad joke.
I wouldn't go that far.
Unknown shopping is 3.9% of your spending, $78.48.
Oh,
medical healthcare, 19.5%.
They copy and paste issue. That's got to be what this is. This has got to be like a copy and paste issue. So maybe this is like a totally. I guess I could go back and listen to the. Oh well, this is wrong. This amount is wrong.
You're spending are $392.60.
I think it's at least in the
miscellaneous
700s.
BS, other things that don't matter. The concert tickets, all the other crap. $16 or 16.2% of your spending are $326.
Ugh.
Other large purchases, $299 or 14.8% of your spending. So to be
What
clear,
was the medical
the
stuff?
medical healthcare, that stuff is kind of uncontrollable. But in terms of just complete bullshit, that doesn't matter.
Like what was the medical stuff?
65% of your spending at a minimum, and we allowed our car to get repoed, so that's wonderful. There was another account. Sorry, let's see what's happening here. This is moving money back and forth via Cash App, and then fundamental treats.
I think that was from Mother's Day, and me and my mom went to this like lounge club place, and we got crawfish, and she wanted like a little thing, so I got her a thing from them, and they were like a small business. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. I think I just kind of see money as like, you know, I'll die one day, and when I die, I won't have any money.
Guess what? Technically, people with a lot less money, which is what you're allowing yourself to be in, die earlier statistically.
Oh,
and you're choosing that.
I wouldn't
This
be
one's not
too surprised because I imagine like stress apparently does like horrible things to the body, and I wouldn't be surprised if like living paycheck to paycheck and that type of stuff lowers your life expectancy. Then it might also be like food and stuff, because depending on like if you're lower income, then in theory you couldn't really afford the nicer food. But then again, she's eating out a lot. I don't know. And we've seen a lot of people on this show who are living paycheck to paycheck who are like eating out a lot. So I don't know about that. I guess eating out is generally unhealthy, but I don't know. Interesting.
There are some people that are in situations that things are more forced upon them. You have so much opportunity. You are in such a privileged position. You have no idea. And you're squandering it. So
like
without money.
In what part? Just the living with her parent, or something else?
You gotta land your first professional role in tech, from hands-on tech.
You'll die younger.
Well,
it seems like that's kind of a mindset now, because I've heard like a bunch of people just I think on this show too, just being like, well, I don't really expect to live that long anyway, which is, I don't think that that's a good mindset to have. And then I guess just nowadays, a lot of people just aren't thinking about future generations. I guess a lot of people aren't wanting kids and stuff because you want to leave something for the people that you leave behind, especially if you have kids. And you want to make sure to live long so that you can spend as much time with them as possible and hopefully grandkids and all that stuff. So, yeah.
I just need a job that
And you're
will
picky about
pay
it, child.
me.
Also not cute. You don't get to be picky about what comes to paying the bills if you're not paying your bills.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I guess I don't pay any bills except for what was my car note. But I don't.
Bro. How did you mess
I don't
that
know.
one
I
thing
think
up
me
then?
and my mom definitely fell off of the car note situation. I didn't think they'd really. I didn't think they'd take it, honestly.
That's incredibly
because they said they were
irresponsible.
going to take it for months and they didn't. And
Bro,
then we kept
you had
making, like,
months to try to
minimal
fix
payment,
this?
kind of, or like the monthly when we
Why
could.
didn't you fix this?
But
You had so
then
much
it just kinda
time.
got taken.
Could you
on
not
the
have done like a temporary thing? At that point, you might have been able to do the Uber or something. Maybe not, because maybe there'd be like some type of hold on it or something. But you could have done something to fill in those gaps before the balance got like so much higher, and it's now so much of a bigger issue to deal with. If you had taken care of this earlier, then you wouldn't be in this problem. I guess it's
first
obvious,
day,
but
literally
still.
on 4th of July, so we couldn't even like call to figure out where it was that day either. And I had a trip planned actually that
A
weekend.
trip? How?
Oh, come on.
Again, I don't get it. Just in your mind, how do you think it's
Why?
acceptable to have a trip or get
Yeah.
concert tickets if you're literally not paying your own damn bill?
Yeah.
What was the trip?
It was to Dallas.
For what?
I was gonna go
For Liberty
to
Burger?
like some water park in Dallas.
You
Literally
told
the day
Noah
after.
that you guys were purposely dodging the repo man.
Yeah, we were. Because my mom would take it to
No.
work, and she works like, well, when she go and get canceled from her shifts, she would work overnight at the hospital. So she'd take the car overnight, and then I'd take it to work during the day.
Really?
And then in the evening, I'd go to the studio. So we just kind of dodged it. I'm pretty sure, like,
This feels
on the
kind of
3rd,
scummy,
like
to be honest.
the day before it got taken, I saw the tow truck going like the opposite way of me, like when I was about to park into my spot, and I was like, that tow truck was probably from my car. And then my car was gone.
It's cute. Again, this is just some fun little movie that you're in. Like, I don't know.
Does she give off like main character syndrome or something? Is that why he's saying
I don't
that?
understand. And at a certain point in this conversation, for a lot of the
I
people,
guess maybe a little bit.
I can create a budget. I can do tough love. I can do all this stuff, and I can get them on their way. For you, it's just like you're in just fantasy world. Nothing matters yet. You're so nonchalant.
I guess.
I don't think anything matters unless you get out of that.
She might just think that
mentally.
because she's young, it's
I really
fine,
don't.
but no.
It's like there's this. I don't think there's anything I can.
You can dig
do.
yourself into
You
a
just
pretty deep
literally
hole
need
while
to
you're young.
Grow the up and actually act your age for the first time in your life. That's your core issue.
What is acting my age though?
Pay a bill.
Yeah.
Like a single bill.
Yeah.
You get a job that might not be your favorite job.
Right.
That allows you to pay the bills.
Right.
You set any kind of goal in your life and you try to figure out what it takes to get to those goals, and you start mapping them out and start being actionable on those different steps to get to the goal.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you care about it. At the very least, you care about it.
I think I do care.
You were dodging the truck man, Mr. Beep Beep Drive Truck Man,
Because
repo guy.
I needed a way to get to work at least. At
You
least to
pay
work in
your
the studio.
bills. What an adult doesn't spend $750 on going out to eat when they owe a $500 car bill.
Well, at least a responsible adult
does. An adult takes care of basic responsibilities before they give themselves a little bit of a sweet treat. And you are fully injecting your entire life with a sweet treat. You live high on the sweet treat.
I
And you
felt
think
like
it's
I didn't have
okay
any
'cause it's
money.
not. If you didn't have any money, how are you spending $750 on going out to eat?
Yeah, that's very.
I guess it all goes
That's
to
a good
that.
question.
I don't know. I think I'm super like, okay, let me just live my life. let me be broke, or I try to tell myself.
There it is. And again, I can't do anything.
It's a
about
mindset
that.
thing.
Let me just live my life and I'll be broke. If that is your mindset, there's nothing else I can say then. Okay, now what? Because if that is your mindset, there's no escaping that until you do. And no matter how many budgets, why do you want to? Why do you've put no actions into wanting to? So I don't believe that, but let's play into it a little bit for a second. Why do you want to?
Because it's really exhausting being
Yeah,
broke.
no, I believe you.
And like not even
it must be very stressful.
I don't know. I think
self-inflicted.
I definitely give myself the excuse like, oh, I'm tired. I'm mentally tired. And
I totally believe you.
I feel
it must suck.
I don't know.
You have the most amount of energy you'll have in the rest of your life right now. I promise you that. Unless
hopefully not.
Wrong, but
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stay healthy. Maybe eventually you'll
you can trust me.
Be fine.
As someone aging on that big 30, you have more energy than you'll have.
He's gotta be 30. Oh, the dreaded 30. Bro, that's still young. If you think that you're old when you're 30, that's just dumb. I'm just gonna say that. That's just dumb. You can pick it. It's like 30. You can get into so many other different hobbies. You can get into fitness stuff. You could still feel pretty dang good at 30 if you just take care of yourself. I thought that you're on a fitness journey, Caleb. You can't just give up.
Life, and right now I have more energy than I'll have in the rest of my life. Well, that's not fit, but you're already fit, so you're
okay. Good. He does acknowledge the fitness thing.
If you like the idea of having a continual
get
harvest
fit, Caleb.
out of your garden,
Get strong.
Replacing the grocery store with your
Imagine swole Caleb.
Listen,
that would be cursed.
I try to seek dance as like my outlet.
Okay, how many hours a week do you dance?
Ooh, maybe maybe 20 to 30.
Ooh, you know what'd be fun?
What?
You know what'd be fun? This is actually fun. You should teach me in the post show.
Okay.
How to do the dance, because I'm just a nerdy little white boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you
wearing flip flops?
I mean, if she's actually decent at teaching Caleb, I don't know how oversaturated the market is for dance teachers though, but could she try to do that? If that's the thing that you're passionate about. But then again, there's also I know that some people, if it's a thing that you're passionate about, you don't want to make it a job because then it becomes work and then it's not as fun anymore. So far this YouTube thing hasn't been like that. So far I am enjoying it. I do worry about the analytics way too much because I'm a number go up person and I'm just watching the numbers so hard.
I got you.
Okay. Oh, I actually had a little bit of happiness there for a second. That was nice because this has not been happy. Okay.
She's fun going through this shit, not you, Caleb.
I don't think there's anything for you. Let's look at your resume real quick. Okay, so here's just.
She brought a resume.
I mean, this is literally trust me, we know you like to spend money. Spend $5. Use the resume builder online. That'll add just some color and design and anything, make it look presentable. This is built in a Google Doc. Like, this is crap.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't think you need to worry about what it looks like. Just because of nowadays resumes are just like put through a computer anyway, and it's more of the keywords, and actually to some degree you don't want to over format it because then it might have trouble scanning it and getting all the information it needs. So it's mainly just the keywords. I guess to some degree formatting just so it looks like okay-ish. But there's all different types of templates and stuff that you can use. Honestly, just go to a random university. I'm sure they have a template because I don't think that generally you need to like sign in. Just go to a university, go to their like career center, and just take a template, and you'd probably be fine. Just fill in your information from that.
Exactly.
Don't pay for it. Just get it from get it for free.
Okay. So Hostess, Texas Roadhouse, shared customer satisfaction by I love these things.
That was
welcoming
definitely
people in warm, friendly. Yeah, they honestly probably know that. They probably run it through an AI generator and they're like, all right, this person's lazy. I'm gonna do it because this is the most ChatGPT. Like, I could have said that myself. Also,
it is ChatGPT.
You stopped in 2020, but you're trying to get.
That was COVID that it cut everything off.
Oh, sales associate at your current job.
Yeah.
Your title is sales associate, involved in client engagement, promoting fitness packages, achieving sales goals to enhance overall client satisfaction, and staying successful in maintaining a welcome sense of community.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't see too much of an issue using ChatGPT for like your resume stuff, just because they're just gonna put it through a computer anyway. So unless if they're putting in like anti-AI filters, but you guys are using AI. Why can't I use AI? Screw you guys.
Banned.
If you're gonna be lazy, I can be lazy too.
Much.
There's some I left off of there just because I don't know. I didn't know if I should put everything.
Probably not if they're less than this, because I don't even like the color guard stuff necessarily being on there. But it shows that you do have some like, not management, but you're able to.
Yeah, no, it's like
no.
It's like team leading,
not because it's
maybe.
seasonal. But you're able to like teach and you can manage.
Like, I don't think that's a bad thing to do to put on there. Like, because people also put on like volunteer stuff and things like that. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in terms of like showing that you work on other stuff, that you have drives, you know.
I wouldn't in any way ever.
Oh no, it's gonna tell her to
on your resume
your
what
stuff.
you say your degree was in. I wouldn't. Okay. I'd also put it above your high school diploma. In fact, put your most recent at the top.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, no, I really do think that you should just go to university, take their template.
Charismatic and friendly hospitality skills. Okay, that's what I would look just go on a resume builder and they'll give you like actual skills. And of course, I doubt anyone's skills they put on there are actually applicable.
I don't know.
They probably gave like one person a handshake ever and they said, "I'm the best sales closer in the world." And also athletic and dance training for 7 years. Take that off. We're trying to get a real job. You can have a dance resume to try to get dance jobs.
Okay. I guess just make them separate. That's fair.
Jobs.
That's fair.
Okay. I definitely just use that as like my all-rounder.
Oh, I know, and you're not getting jobs.
Okay, yeah, separating them would probably actually be a good idea.
Think about that.
Yeah, I would definitely just use one of the services. That's honestly kind of all it needs, and it really fills in a lot of the stuff. It doesn't need to be complicated. It really doesn't. So.
Okay.
Again, I just get a free template from somewhere.
It's also a really great resume building tool. What do you think she said built this? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you can feed it much better to give you better results, but yeah, it's not the best. Great.
Yeah, not the best, but
I'm really kind of concerned about like what the next generation that's currently going into school, what their writing skills are gonna look like. Just because, how are the teachers gonna stop all the AI? What are you gonna do? Or are you just gonna teach them how to use the AI to get the best results? I don't know. I'm kind of worried about like what that's gonna look like for creativity and like general literacy and being able to really do anything, because they already have cocomelon brains if their parents leave them unrestricted access to technology. So I don't know. I'm really worried about Gen Alpha. Like, unironically, I know some Gen Alpha kids, and they're very sweet, but I'm very concerned about them.
I mean, that's literally all I also worked at Ulta for a while.
I'm ready to learn how to dance in the post show. And then we'll go into some more drama. We always hide some of the drama for the post show.
Yeah.
Because, this is more finance, riddled, and then we'll save some of the tea for the post show. Yeah, spending in the budget. Well, you spent $2,000. You made 500, 0 out of 10. Debt. You don't have collections. Oh, what? You got your car repo. What are we talking about? 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, savings, 0 out of 10. Retirement, there's nothing in retirement. Okay, Hammer financial score, 0 out of 10. I don't think anyone's surprised. Make sure to stick around for the post show. You can check out that. You can join in the link in the description below. You can also see in the description different resources that I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting and investing programs in the entire internet that are now bundled at a lower price. So make sure to join those. See you in the post show.
Today on the Financial
Let's see. This is juicy.
Like he's dancing around thorns over there.
Let's dance.
What?
I would love to.
You wanna teach us?
Sure, I can teach you something. No, I was reviewing it. The arms here, right arm goes straight to the shoulder.
Okay, Caleb's just dying in the corner. Okay, I kind of wish I could see it because that actually does look pretty dang funny.
As many true patriots as I can.
But yeah, that would be pretty funny to see. But yeah, let's can is it updated? There we go, it's updated. So we can get some top comments here. That's generally those are decently funny. Okay. Let's see. I'm generally concerned with the number of adults on the show that have to be told to pay their bills. Yeah, no, honestly that could also be bingo card material. It happens so often. That's crazy. If mom considers herself poor as a travel nurse, there's the generational curse right there. Okay. What do they mean? Do they make good money or Interesting. Okay. The shocked Pikachu face they give when you tell them how repo works is everything. Okay. Yeah, I mean it was pretty funny. It's kind of concerning. It's not going to be funny for her. That's a very bad situation to be in now, but I guess the reaction's funny at least. A 9-year-old with a lemonade stand is more involved in the workforce than this girl. I mean, kind of, yeah. It blows my mind every single time when someone thinks they can just not pay back money they owed as if it will magically go away. Yeah. I don't know if it's like necessary. Because I guess to some degree it kind of can, depending on like how much you owe, just because the company might just think it's not worth it. But I still think it's kind of scummy if you purposefully do that. Like I know that the company might be scummy itself, especially if it's like a credit card or something like that. But you're still like signed up for it. I feel like that you're responsible for it at that point, unless it's like they literally tricked you and you signed against your will. I don't know. Imagine not working full time or as much as you can with literally zero obligations. Well, she had one obligation, she just wasn't able to do it. Holy cow, this person wrote like a paragraph. Let's see if it's good. The part that upsets me the most about these guests is the lack of accountability. What this practically translates to is a portion of our society gets to be lazy, unproductive, and irresponsible, while the actual adults have to pick up their tab when they go bankrupt, cover their food stamps, cover their increasing interest rates because these individuals can't pay back their loans, etc. Yeah, actually, that might be part of why the interest rates are getting higher, is because people are falling or failing to pay, which then leads to higher interest rates. More people can't pay, and it just keeps on going because the people who could have paid before can't pay now because the interest rates are getting worse. So yeah, no, it seems like a cycle of just making things worse. Okay. It's not the bank or the government that loses money, it's the citizens. If someone has shown over a decade that they are irresponsible, they don't deserve a do-over. I don't want my taxes going to someone who's going to blow it over and over again. I get not wanting to work a 40-hour week, but working about 15 hours a week is what high schoolers do. If that's the life she wants, she should get a bus pass and just transit everywhere. Sure, it's cheaper than a car, insurance, and gas. Yeah, no, I think this person makes a lot of good points, actually. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today. I'll be back with another Caleb reaction on Monday. Thanks for giving me a shot. I really appreciate everyone watching. I think we're at 17 subscribers now, so we're trucking along. We're trucking along. So that's good. Thank you everybody for the support. I'm going to start the bingo card on Monday. I'm looking forward to that. Any last minute suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comments if you can. And I'll probably just keep on adding to it as we go on and just have a bigger pool so it doesn't get like boring as we go through these. But let's see. Yeah, no, I think that's everything. I think I'm gonna start streaming on Saturdays. But it's probably just gonna be more like random just things that I find interesting. So today or not tomorrow, I kind of want to read over the Lightbringer comic because I'm I like comics and I used to watch Linkara, so I kind of like to do a nice critique. I'm gonna be a lot nicer than most people are when they talk about that comic. But yeah, thank you everybody. I hope you have a good weekend and thank you for giving me a shot again. Goodbye. Bye bye.